But a big thing happened also over the weekend, which is also weird, driving me nuts. I'm excited about it, and we knew it was coming. But Paramount has been bought, everybody, by Skydance. And that leads me to our featured story of the night. It has finally happened. David Ellison's Skydance has acquired Paramount Pictures. That's right. Round of applause for you, man, for fucking sticking with it. Because honestly, damn, you tried. You almost went to Sony. They like offered like 26 billion. Like, that's ridiculous. You got it for 8 billion. 8 billion bucks they bought it for. $8 billion takeover. What a bunch of money to get. And Paramount's been struggling for a long time. This Sunday, it was officially announced yesterday this went down, and Paramount Global is being taken over after a 7-month process of negotiations. Now, Redfield finally said, okay, it's okay. The board approved it on Sunday. Sherry came forward and said, okay, let's go with this. It's all good to go. Now, the first step of this acquisition is the National Music Corporation, which is run by Sherry Redstone, that controls 80% of it, of Paramount. Their voting shares came on board, and now the transaction will be followed by a full merger, which is the second part, which will take until like 2025 to be finalized. But stockholders will get $23 per share, and that's Class A, and Class B will get $15 per share for their cash and stock in all of this. And at the end of the day, public shareholders will total $4.5 billion. What a fucking merger. But, Ellison will be the chairman, the CEO. Of course, he should be. He's been the person trying to push for this a long time. And the former NBC Universal chief of staff, Jeff Shell, will take over as the company president. So Paramount has been saved. I said this before. Why they waited so long? I don't know. I knew this deal was going to happen. When Sony dropped out, I was like, we got to save Paramount. It needs to be saved. This is a legacy studio. I know Ron talked about it, GR talked about it. We've all been talking about it for like months and months and months. And Paramount's been just being destroyed for a long time. They've been going under for a long time. How does it affect anything? It affects the business in a lot of ways. It's like, this is a big studio. And so think about think about this. So if this went out of business, a lot of these big productions would be gone. People be trying to buy things. Top Gun is under Paramount. The Ninja Turtles are under Paramount. All the Star Trek movies under Paramount. There's a lot of products they have under Paramount Studios. They also control BET. They also control a lot of news stations. They also control Nickelodeon. They control a lot of different products. And Paramount Plus, which has been losing money, is supposed to lose money until 2027. So think about all these different things just gone. And they filed bankruptcy, all fucking gone. The catalog alone of movies and the franchises they have made, it's big money. And so now it'll be saved. Now what will happen though? Now Ellison's going to come in. He might scrap things, change things, sell things off. That's my question. So will Paramount still stay the same way, GR? Or do you think that Ellison has been waiting for this? He's going to start selling it off and make it a whole different company and only keep certain aspects for himself?
I know what I want. I want it to stay the same, but I have a feeling that 5 years from now, we won't recognize it.
I feel like that could happen. Oh, God damn it, Tim.
It's going to have to, Brian. He wants to recoup some of that money.
Yeah. But, I mean, are you shocked this finally went down?
That's why Paramount has to go along with it. I mean, we talked about it this afternoon. If she does anything to screw this merger up, it costs her $400 million.
It's a lot of fucking money, GR.
Yeah. That's why she's going to keep her mouth shut, take her couple of $1 billion, and go to the beach or whatever,
And they're going to be, as Kevin Davis said, a lot of people are going to be losing their jobs. It's going to be happening. That's just the nature of this beast. They've already been laying people off as it is. GR, do you think there's a thing where, like, because I know, like, we wanted to stay together. It's realistic. We wanted to stay together. I know they're saying what's going to be the effect in the industry. Will this be good for the industry in your aspect, or do you think this is bad that Skydance is buying this?
It's too early to tell, Brian. I mean, if Skydance has a chance to keep all of Paramount's films, TV shows, together and make them better, but will they? I don't see them keeping all of the different aspects together. Some of it's going to, he'll sell some of it off.
I think they will too. I think there's certain things I say where like some of the new stuff. I think also BT maybe they might, because I know that Tyler Perry wants that. Maybe they'll sell off Tyler Perry. I feel like there's some of the TV products our channels will be sold off, and I think they will keep the movie catalog. Think about that movie catalog they have. The movie catalog's huge, Carter. How many Paramount movies do you have out there? That alone is worth the money because they get streaming residuals for that. They sell all people DVD rights. Of course, DVD's not the same, but digital rights, right? There's money there. Paramount Plus has just been like fucking sucking money up for years. I still think Paramount Plus is great, but they've lost a lot of money on Paramount Plus. But the thing is, in the day, Carter, this could have been really bad. They could have filed bankruptcy. We could have lost the whole studio over on Gower. That's a monument that was like Desi Arnaz was there before. I Love Lucy started there. I worked on that lot for years. And one of the biggest things I loved, and this is some fun history for you, Carter, too. I'll give you this. Stage 26, when you first walk in off Gower, was the I Love Lucy stage. And now, Skydance is going to own all this. But there's a park next to that, right? Very beautiful park. And Desi built that because they were working so many hours. Lucy wanted to have like pictures with the family. They're still going on weekends, having a great time. So they're faking it on the lot. And then next door is the stage. But there were doors and that were going to his dressing room. And Lucy ended up putting a brick wall up because he was sneaking girls into his dressing room constantly and having fucking sex with them behind closed doors. So
he would do a thing like that?
He apparently did. He didn't care. But Paramount is saved, and there's a lot of history. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of history on Paramount. The lot will be saved. Productions will be saved. If you work under Paramount production, you will probably be saved now. Don't worry about losing your job. Some people will lose fucking jobs. I'm not gonna lie. Staffers will be gone. It's gonna suck. There's gonna be a cutback. But do you think, Carter, that this finding an actual sale will be good for the business moving forward?
Yes, it will be, because I feel like the way that they are going to be investing into Paramount, like taking it over, if you will, I think they're going to find ways to transform the business of making productions in general. Yes, it's unfortunate people will lose their jobs. Layoffs are pretty palpable. Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like, it's going to be one of those things where a lot of people are going to have their head in their hands. But overall, I do believe that there will be many benefits from this new investment, this sale, if you will, $8 billion. I mean, can those people please adopt us?
Can you imagine $8 billion for all that shit? That's a lot of money, right?
I mean, but silliness aside, I think that Paramount, thankfully, because it's been saved, if you will, I do believe that it's going to take the creativity process to whole new heights, and we're going to see a new transformation of entertainment for the 21st century and beyond because of something like this. So I'm excited for it.
There's one thing about that, Carl. Like, Skydance has worked with Paramount a lot on the Star Trek movies. So do you think that maybe they will have like maybe more say? Do you think we'll get more Trek stuff coming forward for people?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. I feel like it's going to be just revolutionized in ways with all the new technology, with all the 21st century thoughts and ideas coming about. It's going to take off in ways that we have never, ever imagined when we were growing up in the 20th century. So it's really going to be profound. Even if there are some cons attached to it, I'm optimistic for the evolution of this taking place.
Are we getting that fucking, I want to say it, Quentin Tarantino fucking Star Trek movie? Is that going to happen, you think, Carter? Can you see that? Get these motherfucking Klingons off my motherfucking fucking... What the fuck is it called? Not stage. What the fuck is it called? The bridge. Motherfucking fucking bridge. Is that going to happen?
My good man, no, like nothing surprises me anymore. Like I've said, man. I mean, I know I sound like a broken record. Nothing would surprise me if that were to happen. I mean, I'd be more than happy to use my piqued curiosity to go see something like that.
I'm super stoked because I think at the end of the day that a lot of us were like, what's going to happen with Paramount? Will it fucking find a way? Will it last? Will it fucking just become a fart in the wind that nobody knows and sees or smells anymore? You know, and that's the thing. Like, after all that heritage and that lineage and that library they built and that empire they built, and going under, I worked for years for Paramount on multiple years. I worked on Thundermans, Night Squad, kids shows, you know, Remember, every day I go there, I'd be talking to the people because you're on the lot. You know, you talk to people and they'd be like, "Yeah, we're fucking going under." That was like 10 years ago, you know, and they've been struggling for a long time. Yeah, Paramount Plus, they're supposed to lose money till 2027. A lot of fucking money they're losing every year for a streaming service.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for Sherry. GR, I told you, sir, I feel bad for Sherry in a lot of ways because Sherry, again, yes, she shut this deal down initially. The first time it came around, she shut that shit down. But because she waited her whole life to take over Paramount, waited her whole life. Finally, her father, gave her that fucking, I think it was her grandfather, gave her that green light. She got it. And then they had to sell because they're bankrupt. And it sucks. But you know what? It's best for business sometimes, GR, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's best for business.
Yeah.
They have people think about it. The workers day in, day out, people that are cleaning the lot, the people who are running the fucking shows. Those people deserve to keep their jobs, and they are a conglomerate, a fucking enterprise, a fucking machine that needs to keep running. And hopefully, Lionsgate, or not Lionsgate, but Skydance is not as big as I hope. I wanted Sony, but I think that they will at least be able to keep this in some kind of monumental movement that will keep Paramount alive moving forward and keep the name, right? Keep the name. They have to.
I think you have to. I mean, it's on, what have they got? A few thousand films?
Oh, God, I can't imagine.
TV shows that have Paramount's name. What are they going to change it all now? No, that's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. Carter, did you know about this news at all, about this being sold at all? Did you hear about this at all in the news?
No, not until you told me about it, my good man. So this is all brand new to me.
Dude, that's the thing. It's not been as blasted as a lot of people would know. And I'm like, how do you not? I mean, it wasn't like a big thing. That I was really like worried about that too. I'm like, if no one knows like the impact it could have on the business, like how are you gonna actually sell this and actually get a good deal? Get that buzz, get that fucking buzz. Dave knows. Dave fucking knows. Friend of the show. But I just say, at the end of the day, this was bound to happen. I'm happy they actually took the fucking deal because nobody else was giving the money. Sony gave a bullshit 28 billion? Was that GR?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was something like that. 28 million? No, it was billion, wasn't it?
Greed got in the way for a long time.
Yeah.
With the Sony deal and everything, she finally got smart and said, I better take this deal or I'm going to not have anything.
Take that fucking money, run, and call yourself a lucky individual to get it. And you know what? I get it. It's your hair. It's your lineage. It's everything about you. It's like your family's growth, their dynamic, and their empire. But at the end of the day, what you're doing now, Sherry, will keep your family relevant moving forward into the future. You couldn't save it, unfortunately. You came in too late. You made a great deal. So congratulations, and please, Skydance, treat Paramount right. Please don't fuck it over.